Good morning, YouTube family and friends. Do you see that cloud? It's like a great big gray cloud. And it kind of almost looks like smoke. But it's probably just some spraying that they've done at night. There's our wonderful sun this morning. Our skies might be actually clear today once the sun is up and everything's going full swing. It's kind of chilly today, but as I said, fall is about to be here, so I'm not going to be upset, right? With everything, there is a reason. And everything has a season, even fall. And although my birthday is in September, I'm a really big summer baby. And so we've been watching a lot of events go on. And this oil tanker or whatever it was, the ship that got sank or blown up or droned or FF. That's what we're going to say it was. It was FF. It's really going to upset a lot of people out there. And I just want to say, like, the American people as a whole have no idea what the heck the government is doing. And unfortunately, a lot of us have not read or are too dumb to understand that the Second Amendment is for everybody to own a gun without prejudice, so that way, just in case the government, which is governmente, which is mind control, in case they get too big for their britches, we're supposed to rise up and defeat them. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who would rather turn in our guns than try to fight the corrupt government. And unfortunately, because of that, those that don't know history are doomed to repeat history. Go and look up when the first time it was that people were made to register their guns, and when who the first person was that then took that registration and made it a confiscation. Come on now, guys. All of us are smarter than this. And I have faith in the American public. So, I'm grateful that you guys all understand the same things that I do. And I'm grateful that we are all articulate and smart enough to explain these things to our friends and family. Unfortunately, our friends and family may not be smart enough to understand what we're saying. So have patience, be gentle, be loving, and on a really quick side note, please pray for my son and his wife and baby Moses. Really quick, my son baby Moses is his second son. Children and Youth, or Child Protective Services, kidnapped my son's first son because the mother had THC in her system from a pot brownie that she ate when she was like 3 or 4 weeks before her due date. And so they found the marijuana in her system, and they took the baby. You know, my first grandson is baby Yastumoto, and Yastu was taken by Child Protective Services a year and some change ago now. Baby Moses was just recently also kidnapped by Child Protective Services in the state of Texas, in the city of Elsa, because They feel that my son and his wife are not going to be able to take care of a sickly child. And I feel like that's BS. If they were to get their children back, they would come back home to be here with me in PA, and I would be there. I mean, all they need to do is get their children back, but Child Protective Services doesn't want them to have their children. So please, please, if anybody knows a family lawyer in Texas that's willing to fight CPS, please, please let me know. My email is jennybean79@gmail.com, and just email me, message me, and let me know what's going on, because Child Protective Services shouldn't be allowed to do this to families. They let my son have his first son for 3 days before ripping him out of his arms. And then this time they let him be with the baby Moses, until baby Moses was all nice and healed, and then they ripped him out of their arms again. This could make somebody crazy in the head. So if anybody has any suggestions, or if anybody is able to refer me to somebody that can help them, please let me know. And if not, just please pray, guys. Pray that God sees a loving, caring set of parents that want to be with their children and just aren't allowed, and pray that He has mercy and grace on them. I love you guys, and thank you for everything. Stay blessed.